Like him too, he my man, he my boo, he my type, he's so cute. I want him and I want him too. I like him.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we're still playing Cooking Companions and we're having a strange dream right now. The previous day was really weird. Onion just came to talk to us about someone walking the hallways and tapping the windows. Everyone's saying they're hearing Mariah whispering. I'm hearing weird things. Stuff's going down. Anatoly might leave the cabin, but apparently we're supposed to convince him to not. So let's see how this goes. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day, you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Ooh! Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You could see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Let's converse with Karen. Hi, keep this between us. I'm not giving Anatoly a choice today. He's going outside. Do I make myself clear? Anatoly is an adult who can make his own decision. Excuse me? You remember Karen has a knife hidden on her. He doesn't get a choice in this anymore. Neither do you. You can tell she means business. Is that clear? Of course, Karen. Good. Karen will remember that. When the time comes, you just need to shut your mouth and not say anything. Understood? No talking. This will be an easy request. You nod. Excellent. Now get everyone together for a meeting and let's give him to leave. You call everyone together to discuss the next steps. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? He looks pale like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheek. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen? Yes. He looks at me expectantly. Do you want to say anything to Anatoly? I say nothing. Was I supposed to talk to Anatoly? Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. He left the cabin. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we could do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. He's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. I shut my eyes quickly, falling asleep. You hear scraping from the floor. Found you! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What is the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompat meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes. You nod. Ha! It's the yeast you could do, right? You tell Bread that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today, I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Bread told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 11. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk? Or... You found some meat. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's event. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned about rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads to the kitchen. Oh God. Already? He looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. He eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. Do they know that we're eating him? You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen's sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. He crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. She leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly were gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn, very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, steep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands me a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on it. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is fierce. Gregor! Hi! Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me, oh my God. This will be over soon, Gregor. Oh my God, I'm supposed to save, right? Save him. He turns silent. Did she kill him? You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. And now it's day 12. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Why, he's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? He goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, I'm going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey, all I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together, but I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everything else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? He grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabinet chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? He watched the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. Oh, he died? What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor, you look at the pile of dishes as your mind begins to wander. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait, isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? I shrug. As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us, so please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You've been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go to talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored away for safekeeping. Scrubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not many places for Cabbage to hide. Let's check a cauldron. I hear some rustling. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me! Well done! As the leader of the Chompettes, getting through the mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through, so I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next? Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes! Find Onion! Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Let's go explore the bedroom. Found him! Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion! Today? I'm sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming from a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoly, and Gregor. But yikes! That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I'd probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back. Onion has joined the party. So, I think we're gonna leave it here. When we come back, we'll see what goes on, because the shit's getting real. So, definitely excited to see where this goes. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully we don't die. Bye, guys.